Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the latest edition of No Fouls Given, presented by Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app today and check out with NFG at checkout to get a nice little discount and promo code. As always, I'm joined by my co-host, Paul Pierce, Danny Green. We got a dope show for you guys today. Let's get right into it.
Yeah.
AD, guys, is he injured or he's hurt? Had some Twitter fingers today. Our guy Shams Charania of ESPN reported that AD is expected to undergo hand surgery to repair ligament damage in his left hand and miss several months.
That means the season, basically.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Because they're not making the playoffs. The season's till April. It's already almost February. It's
Or like
mid-January.
March.
Yeah.
You know. Then this morning, AD clapped back on Twitter and said, y'all better stop listening to all these lies on these apps. Who's lying here?
What part is the lie? Is that he's missing several months, surgery, or they're not ruling out trading him?
That's a great question. He's
under the Legion hoops.
Yeah, saying lies. So
Said they're missing something. It says both.
yeah, so I mean, there's a bunch of things in that statement that we're not sure what he's referring to. I don't. Again, if the surgery's happening, I don't see them reporting that.
Is he trying to say that he's not on the trade block?
Maybe that, or that he's not out several months. Like, I don't know.
Couldn't be that stupid to say that you're not on the trade block. I mean, you've already been traded within the last year.
I think he's talking about out several months.
Okay.
Because I just look at it like this. If you got a surgery on your hand, I feel like you got to feel like you can come back in 2 months.
4 to 6 weeks? Well, they say 4 to 6, but 6 to 8 usually.
Yeah, right?
It's like,
he
depending on...
He probably feel he could come back in a couple months. But why bring... If once you get out the playoff race in a couple months, why bring him back?
Yeah.
So I think... What I think is happening here is AD's trying to get a trade to a team that will pay him in the summer.
Yeah.
With an extension.
Ooh, that makes
and I
sense.
think if it's out there that his hand is messed up.
For several months?
Yeah.
Right.
They're going to be less incentivized to trade for him because he can't
Right.
contribute this year.
Right.
Therefore, less incentivized to pay him because I think Rich Paul is obviously angling to get him somewhere where he gets another deal.
For sure.
Right.
I mean, I agree on all points you have there.
That makes
but I don't
sense.
think whoever trades for him, I don't think is thinking they're going to win this year anyway.
I think like teams were looking like an Atlanta Hawks. Like, can he get us like
Yeah.
like
the playoffs?
Or,
Like, in the
or a
play-
team like Detroit is he the missing piece to
You
get
don't
to,
trade for AD for a future.
No,
for next
you
year.
trade for him
For next
like
year, I
you're trying to
guess.
make a serious run this year.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
like that's
And you got to think about AD's salary right now is probably like $50 million.
For
or
sure. But the
something
way
close
it's
to that.
trending, if I'm trading for him, I'm not thinking I'm for sure this
He
year.
cannot
like
stay
Golden
like, we
State is
gotta
thinking
get
this
him.
year we're going to make a run.
100%. And so that's what I think AD is trying to push back against, like this idea that he can't come back this year. Because again, 2 months from now, several is more than 1 month. So let's be generous and say it's 2 months from now.
Yeah.
It's March. The playoffs start in April.
Yeah. So he has 1 month to
Right.
hoop, basically.
I think he's too much of a high risk.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
it's
why
a-
I said I wouldn't.
It's a high
Most teams
risk,
that want
high
to win right
reward.
now, I don't think would trade for him right now. Yes, maybe some teams, but if that was the case, I feel like Golden State would be very aggressive. I feel like Detroit would be very aggressive. Those teams are like, they're not risking or banking on it because it's like,
It's
we
too
know this
high
is a
of a risk.
project.
Yeah.
This is a high risk. And it's like, this is not going to work right away. This is something that needs to, like, we can maybe make it work in a year or two.
The guy has been there less than a year and he's been injured 3 times now.
No,
Is
more
this
than that. There was a long list of.
Yeah.
Like he got injured the first day of the trade.
Yeah.
And then he was out for the season. Then came back. Was it the first 2 games of the season?
Yeah.
He came back for the playing games at the end of the year.
Yes,
last
he
year.
did.
Man.
He got
It's
injured.
just
I think he got injured in the
like-
playing game.
And this year, they've been a way better team when AD's in the lineup,
Yeah,
which
for
is
sure.
like, he's still a very good and effective player
Yeah.
when he's actually on the court. I just, I'm wondering, Paul, like, if you could advise AD, what would be his best route to ensure that he could get basically what would amount to his last payday? He's in his 30s already. It's hard to envision that he would get anything past this next deal that would be major money.
None of this has nothing to do with his ability. Like, we don't question his ability. Like how some guys were questioning ability now that they're losing a step or they're losing athleticism. We're not questioning it. We're questioning, can he give us something if we're going to be paying him all this money?
Right.
Is he going to be available?
Is he going to be available? That's the best ability. They say the best ability is availability.
Right.
And that's the only thing with him. Like, people aren't trading for, like, Ja or not lining up to trade for Ja because they feeling like
He's lost a step.
he's probably lost a step or something.
Sure.
So I don't know what's the best route or what would I do if I'm a GM. I don't know. This is a trade to where I can make my job or break my job, depending on how this trade goes.
Well,
if I trade for a
broke
guy,
Nico Harrison's job.
I mean, it sure did, right? And so I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, all I can say, he wants the years, right? He wants the max. I don't know if
I'm
many
going to
teams.
assume that's what Rich Paul is asking for.
You might have to come down a little bit if you want the years. Now,
I
if you
think he
want
should
max
try to
money,
do
they
it-
might 2 or 3 years, but they're not going to give you 4 years. You know what I'm saying? 4
I
or 5
think he
years.
probably is going to end up settling for a Rudy Gobert type of deal where he came off of what was his max, but the extension that he signed was for less than that. So he got the years at a reduced rate, but it was still great money. Like, you wonder if AD's
That's
going
what I'm
to be
saying.
like,
Take a little bit off the
like, give me 45 per year on this extension and not the 60-something that he could get on a max contract. So
who do you think is lying in that statement? Because, I never seen
I think
AD go to social media. I didn't even know he
AD
had
exactly
social media. So if he
It's
wants
crazy.
AD, I think somebody's lying about something, and I think it's either – I don't think it's false information that he's getting surgery. I don't think it's false information that he's going to be out a couple months. I think it's more so they're talking about ruling
We
him
talk
out.
about betting all the time. If Prize Picks had a bet about AD being on the court
Before the
this
season
year, we'd be betting against it. So I don't know why AD is
But
acting
a hand.
Yeah, the hand it should be
You
fixable.
can get back on the court with a
Yeah,
hand.
for sure. Especially your off
I
hand.
broke my hand and I was playing in 2 weeks.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? Not that it was healed, but it was my offhand.
Yeah.
I put a pad on it.
Yeah. You
And-
get back in like 4 to 4. Like usually
Yeah,
there's
I think
like
he can
4
work
weeks.
his way back.
But if you get surgery, I'm saying 4 to 6, 6 to 8 maybe, but that's still.
Well-
I hope he gets back, man. I just want to see him playing some meaningful basketball again. I want to see him get right.
Me too.
I was fortunate enough to have a healthy AD when I
Yeah.
had a chance to play with him.
He was incredible that year.
So we don't win without that, man. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So I know what he can bring to the table. Hopefully he can do that for another group, whether it's Dallas or elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
He's talented enough to get the max money, but I understand why teams would not want to do so in this situation. But he's good enough to get that type of
And I
money.
will say, I think we're in a transition phase with teams just not automatically giving out the max extension to guys.
Yeah. Especially with that when Luka thing happened,
Yeah,
that
like,
turned the league upside down, bro. Like, nah, we're not just giving out money no more. You got to prove to us you're worth that.
dude, and it's not even just Luka. Like, even guys like Trae Young and Brandon Ingram.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Brandon Ingram, he's coming off of a max rookie extension. And he's like, all right, logically,
Yeah.
Pelicans should be giving me another max extension. And they're like, no, we're going to trade you.
These max deals are harder to give out because like, say I'm gonna invest $300.
Yeah.
I'm
The
gonna be
cap,
like-
and I don't know if you're going to be available
And
or
I'm not part of a team that's perennially a playoff team, perennially top 5, top 4 seed.
I think there's only 3 max guys right now in the league.
You know what I'm saying?
That's worth it.
So,
That's actually
and I
what
think
it-
AD is going to see that. Trae Young has already seen
So
it.
my
Brandon
three,
Ingram.
My 3 max guys right now that's worth it. Wembanyama, 100%. Joker
Yeah.
and Shea.
Shea and Joker, I agree for sure.
And Wembanyama too.
But I think it's
I'm
other
giving him
guys.
the max for that.
I think Ant is worth the max. Like, he shows up most nights.
What about Luka when he's not playing defense?
Brunson is there.
60% of
Listen,
your
we're talking
possessions.
300 plus. Like, I'll give you 2, but 3 is a different level.
Luka,
Like,
I think
these
is
guys,
worth it, bro.
they're max based on
'Cause he's
their value
available.
to their team. But, like, if we just really look at the max guys, there's 3 guys, those 3. Like, the rest of y'all, if we talk about tiers
Yeah.
of players, there's this tier of player,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's another tier. You guys aren't this.
I feel you.
But they're giving guys this tier this money.
I think Cade is. I
You
put
know
Cade
what
in
I'm
that
saying?
tier.
I,
Jalen Brunson, Jalen Brown.
They're not in that tier. They're not in the Shea,
they're
Shea,
not.
Joker, and Wembanyama tier.
Yeah, I'm putting Jalen Brown and Cade in there.
so what people would say though
Jesus.
to
They
Danny's
available.
point, to
He's
Danny's
He
point
be
is
fired
that
GM quick.
to
Bro, they give you
Detroit-
30 every night.
to
Jalen's
Detroit
the best two-way player in the game right
or
now.
New York.
That's what he says.
These guys
And I
are
believe
worth
him.
all of that money to those individual teams for what
And,
they
know,
do
so,
for them.
So the guy in Portland that y'all are boosting for All-Star, he's worth the max.
I didn't.
He's not. No,
I didn't
that's
say
not.
that.
What I mean, that we saying. What we
I
saying?
said
He giving you
Jalen
30.
Brown
He
and
giving you
Cade.
30 too, right?
I said
can't-
Cade Cunningham and Jalen Brown. They're available. They play both sides of the ball.
He said he giving you 30.
He don't play both sides of the
Anybody
ball like
giving
those
you
guys.
30 is the max?
I didn't say that. I said Jalen Brown and Cade Cunningham. And I said Jalen Brunson. Like, they're available. They're stars. They carry their team. Denny Avdia
I'm not
is worth,
crippling my
not the
roster.
super max, but he's worth a max for sure. He's worth a
Jalen
max.
who?
Denny Avdia. He's worth us like a small,
No,
like not the
Jalen,
super
you
max.
said Jalen.
Jalen Brown, Cade Cunningham, Jalen Brunson.
Oh, I thought you said it's going to be tough for me to give a point guard in this era the max.
So to me, this is my thing.
Tyrese Maxey?
If your
It's going to
team
be tough for me to pay $300 for these guys.
if your team wins 50-something games a year and is always in a position to contend, then your best player deserves the max.
Okay.
That's my opinion.
Okay.
Now, if
That's
you're
fair.
coming off of a lottery season and your best player is like, oh, you need, it's like, do I really? Like,
You talking about like LaMelo, like
yeah,
or Zion or something?
Yeah, something like that. Like,
I get you. I get you.
I've been lottery with you.
Yeah.
I can be lottery without you and draft my next superstar, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's the cutting off for me. It's like if you're part of something that's successful, management ownership should do everything they have to keep it together.
For sure.
You know, and so that's what I would say about these guys that, yeah, Cade is not as good as Joker, but what he does for Detroit and what's making them successful, I would say, is as important for that team.
Yeah, I like him.
As what it is
you know
for,
what? I'll
Denver.
give Cade the max.
About Jalen Brown.
Huh?
Jalen Brown?
Jalen Brown got the max.
He got the max.
I'm saying, but you said the tier. I mentioned him in that conversation. You said, nah, I couldn't get those guys.
Well, there's still different tiers.
Okay.
of
I don't
players.
disagree. They're different tier
I
type
mean,
of
Jalen
player.
Brown right now is showing me that he's the best two guard in the league.
Two-way player. He's the best two-way player.
He's the best two-way player.
He's
Yeah,
better
so-
than Ant Edwards now.
He's playing at a
I mean,
high level
they're
right now.
both in the same
He's played better.
category.
to
He's
be
playing at a
honest.
higher level
He's played
right
better.
now.
I mean, I think
On both sides of the ball.
I think Jalen is doing more with less.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you Rudy Gobert, you got Defensive Player of the Year 4-time, and then you got Sixth
Julius.
Man of the Year. You got
Julius.
Julius Randle's been an All-Star out there. You know, so you got some pieces.
Yeah, Luke Garza. I don't think a lot of people would say Luke Garza is a piece.
Hugo Hernandez, Jordan Walsh. I mean, they got
Yeah.
Derrick White
But
is solid.
hey, these
Pitchers
guys
are
have
solid.
been-
Right now, your
But they're
second
playing
best
well,
player
though.
is Derrick White.
Yeah,
And Derrick White is a fine player.
We love Derrick
He's
White.
He's been an Olympian,
Yeah.
but he hasn't been an All-Star.
Right.
And he could make it this year. So, I think, Jalen Brown is definitely in there. I'm not sure if I'm giving 300 to Jalen Brunson though. Because I don't know if I want my point guard.
I'm with you, but
man.
he's a bona fide
Numbers wise, it
star.
says I understand that. Numbers wise, yes, he's a max player, but do I think he can lead me to a title? That's the question
We're
I want
gonna
to
find
ask.
out this
and I only
year.
think there's 3 or 4 guys that can actually lead you to a title. Like if you take certain players, you put them on another team. There's only a couple players like that makes them instant contenders.
Yeah.
That's what I think of a max guy.
Okay.
I feel
You know what I'm saying?
I think I'm
I
with
think
you because Jalen.
traditionally
Traditionally, you say point guards that are smaller can't really lead a team.
No,
but I think
point
he's
guards
capable.
can't lead
and
you
I think
to a
he instantly
championship.
changes certain groups to a contender.
I'm not putting them in that category because think about this. Who are the point guards that's led their teams to the championship?
Steph.
I'll name them.
Steph.
Isaiah Thomas,
Mm-hmm.
Magic Johnson, Steph Curry.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about top 10 players all time now. All 3 of them damn near you can say are top 10, 20 players all time.
yeah.
And so I'm not putting Brunson in that category. So is it worth me crippling my
Cap.
my
Like
cap
roster.
space for a guy who I don't think can lead us to a championship as the best player.
I don't know how this turned into a Jalen Brunson diss section, but
It's not dissing him.
What
Not
I
at all.
would-
It's not dissing
What
him.
I would say is that the Knicks are not. Well, first of all, he signed a contract that was less than market
Favorable.
value.
Yeah. He probably has the best contract in the league.
But I would say the Knicks are in a position to contend in the East consistently, and I would have to say that Jalen Brunson is the biggest reason why.
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah, until they get somebody that's better than him.
sure, maybe.
Cat's supposed to be.
Well, he doesn't
Cat's
have the
not
impact
bad.
on winning.
I'm
that-
not saying he is. I'm saying he's supposed to be. He's a 7-foot big. He was a franchise guy
Yeah.
drafted from Minnesota, and he's supposed to be that type of player.
I mean, he got me the other day 6-1-1
All right, man.
versus Detroit.
All right, man, we got to.
Let's transition.
Still
'cause
on the Celtics though. Back
still on the
while we're
Celtics,
talking.
still on Jalen Brown, who's been fined $35K for his criticism of the refs the other night after Boston shot 4 free throws as a team against the Spurs. He said, quote, "They can fine me whatever they want, but it's crazy. Every time we play a good team, it's the same bullshit." Somebody please pull up the clips. Monday night after the Celtics lost to the Pacers, Joe Mazzulla expressed that he felt an illegal screen was missed on the last play when Pascal Siakam hit the game winner. Is the Celtics hate real? Are they not getting the calls they deserve, Paul?
We all know that. We all know this.
We
said
don't
this.
all know.
I just said it the other day. I just said this 2 weeks ago. People in the league and the press hate the Celtics.
There's a conspiracy against
There
the
is.
Boston
I
Celtics.
feel like it is.
The most
dog.
storied
I truly
franchise
think the most storied
probably in the history of the sport.
Man, I think after everybody went back and watched, what's the show? That show.
Top 5 or starting 5?
No, not Start 5. The one with the Lakers. That show when they started.
What's the name? Time.
Winning Time.
When they,
Winning Time.
When they started showing the behind the scenes back in the day, how Red used to kind of run the league.
Yeah.
And how the Celtics built their dynasty.
Yeah.
There's a lot of hate came from that, I believe.
Maybe, bro. I think it depended on where you're at, who you're playing against. But there was a time where y'all had Eric. Was it Eric Lewis was the referee?
I know who Eric Lewis is. Yeah.
He's helped y'all out quite a bit. He's in the G League right now,
I'm
right?
not familiar with
I liked Eric.
Lewis.
I like
So
Eric.
you're
But when Lakers
referencing-
played him and Pat Bev went with the
He's-
camera and got technical foul,
I was at that game.
Eric was good.
I was at that game.
And I like Eric. I think Eric's a good referee.
It was versus the
I rock
Lakers.
with Eric. I rock with E. I rock with E.
First of all, the Lakers blew that game, first of all.
Bro, they
because
got ball-
I was at the game when Pat Beverly Jordan at the down the stretch hit the 3 and came for the tip dunk. Lakers should have won that game.
Bron got fouled at the end. They didn't
But
call
they're
it.
not calling the
Oh,
fouls
that's the
at
game
the
with
end.
Bron
Yeah.
went ballistic.
Yeah. I was at
Not
that
getting
game.
the call.
They
was
fouled the
a
shit
ball.
out of him.
It was a foul, yes. But do they usually call fouls at the end of the games? Hard, like I've seen
For anybody else, they would have.
We just saw 2 nights ago. They showed Bron. He showed them on tape. Remember they showed
Bron is he's
like they're not calling those
he's
little
crazy.
hand fouls.
Crazy
get-
enough, he's one of the superstars that doesn't get a lot of those calls
Those
because he's such a bigger
the
person.
Celtics sort of, especially Jalen Brown, he had a horrible game. He was pissed off.
I didn't watch the game, but
And
he
he
still
came out and started yelling about the refs. That just seems like what happened, bro.
All right, how about this?
You played bad, bro.
Producer
I didn't watch
Chris,
the game, so I didn't
Can
see
you
it.
do this for me? Can you tell me how many times did we foul the Lakers in 2010 Game 7 Finals? How many fouls did they call on us?
we don't
We
need
can
to
go back.
We go
to
back that
If you
far.
wanna- yeah, we can go
Going
back to that.
16 years.
Let's just go back to. Let's just go
How
back
many
to
falls did they call on us? Just in the fourth quarter.
Oh my god!
It was ridiculous.
where y'all. Was it at home? or,
It was in LA,
Okay.
and we were winning the whole game. It
So
should've
yeah,
been my second title.
it's
and they just managed to call 25 fouls in the fourth.
Oh,
That-
my
but it happens
goodness.
game to game,
20
like-
years, said
25 fouls.
to 19 though.
So
Right?
the Lakers got
Man,
called
they
19
gave those at
times.
the end. At the end, they gave like 5 quick ones.
To even it out.
Yeah. Oh
Bruh.
my God. How do you get 25 fouls?
It's game to game, depending on what arena
that
you're
means, you know what that means? 2 fouls per minute.
in, bro.
Listen, I have
That's crazy.
I have a hard time believing that there's a concerted effort or vendetta
Just one team. It's not just one team.
against
It
the
happens
It's
to
the
different
Celtics.
teams.
Celtics, bro.
Like
We
the
just-
Celtics
I'll
have
put
a
up
bunch of
another
choir
example.
boys on their team. They
The
treat the refs
investigation
fair.
versus the Celtics was Donahue. That was against a lot of the Celtics.
Oh, Donahue?
Yeah,
a lot of
those
his games
Yeah.
was against you guys.
Yeah.
I
was a
don't
part-
I don't
I
know
was
the
a part of
particulars of that.
Bruh.
It's,
Paul
it's the
saying-
hate is. In other words, the hate is real.
I think there's times where y'all do get some calls, but but it's team to team. A lot of teams going to certain buildings. They're gonna get
So
hosed.
the Celtics, y'all a jump shooting
Lakers
ass
get hosed.
team.
Lakers
Why
get
are we
hosed a lot too.
pretending-
They really are.
Why are we pretending they should just get mad fouls called when they rarely take it to the rack?
Jalen texts to him sometimes.
No,
So-
he does.
No, they shoot
again,
too many threes.
He
think.
bricked a bunch of shots that game. He had one of his worst
I was at a
games.
game
It
they
happened.
shot 63s.
Yeah, that was a couple. So this iteration is different than that iteration.
Yeah.
So I give them more credit this year. They're not just chucking up a bunch of threes.
Yeah.
They do get more mid range, the balance, and they do get to the rim a little more. So he deserves some calls. But the other night against the Pacers, he didn't play. So like that, they thought they were just gonna go in and beat them without him.
And that's what happened.
And it's like, yo, that's not like it shouldn't come down to illegal screens. So it might have happened. Legal screens
Pacers
happen.
have the
I've
worst
seen
record
tickets
in
and
the
some
East.
illegal ass screens at the end of the game. They're
Oh
not
my
calling
God.
those.
Every
I've had a
time
bunch
down.
set for me at the end of the game.
invented the
Timmy
illegal
set
screen.
some. Dwight has said like a lot of guys
Never
have set some illegal screens for me to get open.
It's the most illegal screens.
Bro, it's
Ever.
wild. It's wild. So at the end
And
of the
he
game,
would do that shit out on the floor in front of the
Right at
entire
half court.
crowd. Like, bruh.
they're not calling it. Draymond's gotten away with like a bunch of
Yeah.
people get away with it. So like that's gonna happen. It shouldn't come down to that last play.
Right.
It's part of the game.
yeah.
I'm happy about it. This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. Whether you're starting a new routine or making player picks for the first time, trying something new can be hard. But in life and on Prize Picks, it always feels good to be right. With high-pressure playoff matchups every weekend and elite hoops action almost every night, the action never stops. And Prize Picks lets you take control.
My guys Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart have been hooping more, all damn day. Jalen points, more. Threes, more. Josh rebounds, more. Absolutely. I'm hammering more.
And that rookie Antetokounmpo crushing it. Also, more.
New feature alert. Prize Picks now has early payouts. If your player gets off to a hot start, you now have the option to cash out those winnings before the game even finishes. It's go time.
And you can find your community on Prize Picks. With the new social feeds feature, you can share your Prize Picks with your friends and copy lineups from winners with a single click. Copy lineups you like or use them as inspiration for your own picks. You can even follow Prize Picks partners like us and tail or fade our picks with just one click.
Prize Picks is so simple to play. Just download the Prize Picks app today and use code NFG to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code NFG to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
All right, guys, let's get into our picks review. Monday night, we had the Nets at the Mavs. Danny went 2-2. I went 1-3. I don't know how I'm getting cold all of a sudden.
Ooh, I'm back
Paul
in
went
it.
3-1.
I'm back in it, baby.
With our records now standing collectively, I'm 24-13. Danny is 20-17. Paul is 22
what am
and
I,
15.
one game
Again,
behind you? Oh, I'm 2 games?
listen, man, I'm 11 games over 500.
I need to go
I'm
5-0.
getting people
But listen,
paid.
I will say this, however you put it, if you pick our picks, you are winning.
You're making
winning
money. Yeah, period.
Solid nights.
So
Maybe something.
and we picked MPJ to have more than 25.5. All of us did. He had 28. Cooper flagged more than 21.5. Danny said more. Me and Paul said less. He had 27. Pretty impressive.
Got to it.
Cam Thomas, more or less than 14.5. Danny said less. Paul and I said more. He didn't play, so that was a push. Clay, more or
Clay
less than
went off,
13.5.
man. It's crazy.
Me and Danny said less. Paul said more. He had
Yeah,
18.
he had
6
wifey
from
in it.
three.
Yeah, he had wifey in the
Who was
building
they
for sure.
against? It was against
Brooklyn.
It was against
Oh
Brooklyn.
yeah, Brooklyn defense. He gonna
Najee Marshall, more or less at
He
15
got
and a half.
buckets
Paul
too. It's
said
crazy.
more. Danny and Waz said less. He had 22 points. So there you go. Now let's get into our favorite part of every single show, our picks of the night presented by Prize Picks. Let's get right into it. So Wednesday night, we got the Knicks at the Kings. We're going to start this off with Karl Anthony Towns, more or less than 9.5 rebounds, Paul. What you got?
9.5 rebounds.
It's a lot for. But if there's no Sabonis though, if there's no Sabonis,
I see this man get 1 rebound in 20 minutes. I'm going less.
I would like to think with no Sabonis he would be active. I don't know if Mitch Robinson's playing. If Mitch Robinson's playing, he's gonna take up most of those boards. I'm gonna say less.
I'm going to go more, just to zig here. Maybe Karl Anthony Towns
I
gets
don't
off
think
the
he's happy in
schneid.
New York, truthfully.
Gets off the schneid. Next up, we mentioned Mitchell Robinson, more or less than 7.5 rebounds.
I'm gonna go more. So if I go less with Cat, I'm gonna go more with Mitch Robinson. He gonna get more than 7.5, and that's why Cat's gonna probably have less.
Paul?
I'm gonna go. I think Kings are going to play a lot of small ball. I'm going to go less. It's going to be a lot of balls he ain't going to be able to chase down long off the rim, so I'm going less.
I'm going more with Mitchell Robinson. Zach LaVine, Danny's favorite player, more or less than 20 and a half points. Danny?
I'm gonna go less. DeMar's been cooking. Last game they all cooked, honestly. But when Lee came off the bench and cooked, I don't see them shooting that well.
Smoked the Lakers.
They shot 65% from three. That's hard to do without defense, honestly. They shot the hell out of the ball. I think DeMar was the mid-range. I think he's gonna go, but I think Zach had like 19. I'm gonna say more actually. I think he gets like 21. I think he gets like 21.
All right, Paul. What do you
Zach
think?
LaVine,
Yeah.
Knicks got some strong perimeter defenders. I'm going less.
I'm going to go less as well on Zach LaVine. And last but not least, more or less than 24 and a half points for Jalen Brunson.
You clock that for more. That's easy.
Easy. More for me.
Zach don't got no defense,
More for
really.
me.
Yeah, he's going to kill. That's our picks of the night presented by Prize Picks. Who do you guys think wins this game?
Knicks better win this game.
I mean, Sacramento's one of the worst teams in the NBA.
They snapped it with their 7-game
Josh
losing
Hart is
streak.
back.
Yeah, they got to win.
Knicks
win.
always play
Knicks
much
win.
better with Josh Hart in the lineup. Give me the Knicks.
Give me the Knicks.
Mm-hmm.
Clean sweep. They beat the Lakers.
Again, the team you said was win. They're not winning, bruh. There's the reason why Denny Avi is being the All-Star
They
game.
beat the. If you call that a good win,
Oh, man.
know.
The Lakers'
Yeah.
defense is so gross.
atrocious.
And they don't shoot
you
well
got
from three.
any athleticism on the perimeter, you're getting 20
Yeah,
on the Lakers.
it's just nasty.
Right now, yeah. Again, he said they were winning. I said they're definitely not like.
They let Monk go off on them.
When they get healthy, you get Austin back, Rui back. Like they'll still. That shows you how the West is
They're
not that
definitely
strong
better
either.
than what they're showing, but I think in the last month they've got the 28th ranked defense in the NBA.
They're shooting. Also,
That's-
they're the bottom at 3-point percentage. They're 30th in the league at 3-point percentage. So like that doesn't help.
It's tough.
Like if you're not gonna play defense, you got to at least be able to shoot the ball.
Yeah.
That's tough.
So
So let's get right into Ja Morant. Recently, our homie Rachel Nichols reported on her podcast, Open Floor with Sports Illustrated, shouts to Rachel, that Ja Morant actually wants to go to Miami. That's his
Shocker.
preferred destination. I think
shock,
that's obvious
shocker.
that he would want to be there, which I think is kind of foolhardy because, bro, like they have a different program over there in
For
terms
sure.
of their expectations and accountability, even for star players.
Yeah.
Ja
And
hasn't
that-
struck me as a
And that could
accountability
be his,
guy.
That could be his last. Like they could make it to where this would be your last stop. Like
For
they
sure.
have a lot of influence on the rest of the league and some people's careers after that. So kind of like the Spurs organization. You know what I'm saying? Like you can make or break or dictate what happens to the rest of your career after.
So I saw a clip of Gilbert Arenas saying the Heat don't have assets that the Grizzlies would want.
They have assets.
I think they do.
Yeah.
And look, we just saw Trae Young go for C.J. McCollum
And Kispert, yeah.
and Corey Kispert. Like, no picks. no nothing.
Ja's value, I think, is
I
higher.
think he has a higher value.
but
They
it's,
could
it's
definitely
not
get
as
a
high.
first rounder out
yeah,
of
but
this.
it's not as high as it was. is
Yeah,
what I'm
no,
saying.
it's nowhere close, obviously,
But you
back
got
when he was like,
Jaime Jaquez over there. You got Jovic or Norm Powell or
Jovic.
Tyler. You got Wiggins,
Yeah.
who's expiring contract. Who can make big money.
Wiggins, Ware, who I think is probably off the table for these purposes. But yeah, I think the Heat have plenty to offer.
Fontecchio, Jovic, like some solid young guys.
But I wonder, Paul, I really do wonder about this fit in terms of temperament and Ja and his dad and these guys don't appreciate me and this idea that the world has let Ja down and not him being a complete disappointment. I don't know that marriage is one made in heaven.
Listen, I done seen Spo turn shit into sugar. Like straight up, like
It's
if
true.
anybody can do it.
Yeah, if Miami
You
can't do
know,
it, then nobody can.
Yeah.
I
But-
think I respect what Spo has been able to bring to his Miami team, his Miami Heat teams who've overachieved in my eyes since the LeBron era and the Wade
The
era.
last 10 years, yeah.
Yeah, and so, if he can get anybody to buy in, it will be Ja Morant because I think he knows. When you're a player that's like teetering on just messing with your money, messing with you being one of the elites, I think when you get some fresh air and you go somewhere, you can clean some things up and get back to where your mind is right, and you can say, all right, I just want to hoop again. and go back to being who you were that got you the shoes, that got you at one point, we talking about him being the face of the league. And so sometimes people just need a break from where they at and get out of that, get out their comfort zone, because Miami is definitely out your comfort zone.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to be practicing where you're probably not practicing in Memphis. You're going to get coached to where you probably ain't getting coached like you're going to get coached here.
Yeah.
So this is right up what I said a few days ago, right up his alley. This is what he needs.
Do you like this fit?
I do. Again, I like to see him team up with another star, but I don't think that coaching or atmosphere is best to shape him like this one is. Like he said, Spo, Pat Riley, like they have a good system there to keep guys. And again, I mean, I think he's also matured some. He's gotten older. His dad is also not, like, he's kind of staying low and out the way. He ain't doing too much. They all chilling. And I also think when you have an abundance of the resource, you don't not sink it out. Like, it's not sought out as much. Like, I don't need to go in the club every night. In Memphis, there's not much going on.
And
there.
I don't think Ja is like the crazy club guy, especially since some of the more public stuff has been
He's
happening.
quieted down. I think
Yeah.
he's doing more in-house stuff. But again, when you have the resources of the bars, the clubs, strip clubs, like better than you do in Memphis, it's like you don't feel like you have to go as
The
much. Like
pull
it's there.
isn't there
Yeah,
as
you don't
much.
have because it's there all the time whenever you want it
Got
to.
you.
You don't have to feel like, oh, I'm in a new city now. I gotta hit the strip club because there ain't nothing in Memphis. You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna be there. He'll have the resources and he'll be practiced. He'll be focused. And in that atmosphere, they run a tight ship. I think they'll have him more like locked in, and he'll want to be more locked in because he respects. I would like to think he respects that type of coaching staff with Riley and Spo. Like Isolo, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he even signed off on that.
So, just a couple of things. I do, like I said, I wonder about Ja's mindset in terms of accountability and realizing that maybe he does need to change certain things about his approach. It hasn't been very effective the last few years, so hopefully he has the humility to do that. I would just hope, like you guys both said, the credibility and the prestige associated with Pat Riley and Eric Spoelstra, that they could come in and say to Ja, like, look, this is what the program is, and this is what we expect of you. I think that's what Spoelstra is probably the best at. When you hear his ex-players talk about him, is like he's really good at defining roles.
Yeah.
Defining what your expectation is, and then you go out and just do that because you know exactly what's expected of you. I mean, I had the utmost respect for Spoelstra. I'll always believe in his ability to rehabilitate and get the best out of guys. It's just with Ja, you know, it just hasn't felt like that's been his number one priority. And like Paul said about the change of scenery, to me, when you're in an organization where you basically got treated like the boy prince from the day you got, drafted there, like you're the savior, basically. You're the team's Jesus Christ figure. So you go to Miami, you're not going to just be like some other guy, but it's like, bro, we've accomplished shit here. We've had superstars here. This isn't our first rodeo.
Yeah.
We're not going to be kissing your ass all day, which I think Ja needs.
Yeah.
So elsewhere in the association, man, this Rich Paul clip, I'm not going to lie, kind of got on my nerves.
Why? Let's hear it. I like
clip.
their pod, bro. They got some good shit going on.
I appreciate what they're doing content-wise. But, yeah, just play the clip.
The Lakers have options. If I was the Lakers, I would probably be targeting the Memphis Grizzlies as a trade partner
For?
Jaren Jackson.
Yeah. That'd be a great fit.
I would.
For whom?
Well, that's the thing, because you got to figure out the package. But some way, somehow, I would be trying to get Jaren Jackson, maybe get back Gigi Jackson and Jackson Associates, because he's a young player that you can develop, got good size, can shoot the ball. But I think if you're building around Luka going forward, which they are,
You need a guy like that.
you need that anchor. And Jaren doesn't want to be a part of a rebuild. They just put Ja Morant on the market, right? Saying that they're willing to trade him, et cetera.
It's a great call.
So I think that would be a trade partner for me. Now, the package just goes out is what you have to decide.
I think we got enough. We got the gist of what he's saying.
Man,
I don't like the idea of my teammate's agent trading me on his podcast. That's crazy to me. How am I supposed to feel showing up to work with Bron? Like, your agent is stumping for me to get traded to goddamn Memphis. I like my life in LA. I would love to get my max and do what I do with the franchise that believes in me and, I've
For
turned
sure.
into a star at. I don't know. Am I crazy for thinking this is a bit over the line?
you're not crazy for thinking that, but you're not gonna say nothing. Reaves ain't about to go up to Brian in practice and say like, "Hey, yo, what's up with your?" Brian,
Probably
like,
not.
Brian will be like,
Yeah, like, bruh.
"You know what? Let's do it now."
Bruh.
Let's not wait till
Nah,
the film.
you're not crazy, bro. But the way he presented it wasn't like, oh, we for sure need to trade Austin. He just said, we want to get Jaren Jackson. And
I think that makes sense.
that makes sense. And he's
That
like,
makes
he
sense.
said expiring contracts, but
No, everything he said has great
Memphis
logic
is gonna
to it.
want that type of piece in return. And Austin, he's like, he's beloved. He deserves to get paid. And if the Lakers don't want to pay him, which it seems like they're not giving that. Like, if you're reluctant to, let somebody else do it.
I
You know
don't
what I'm
feel good about giving Austin Reaves
Nobody does.
a max contract.
saying? Ooh.
200, probably 200 to get it
Like
done.
I don't feel good because but not as a Laker.
But his max is a lot, like, because he's only his tenure, right? Isn't it a lot lower than?
I don't know what the number is, but
Okay.
I don't feel good.
I think he could
somebody.
get
I
like
think I think he's gonna get a lot of money from somebody else. But if I'm the Lakers building around Luka, like Rich Paul said, I don't want to throw $500 million into my backcourt. I need a more of a balance. Now, will Austin Reaves get that money? Yes. I just don't think that's a good number for the Lakers because of what he's worked his value up to be. I'm not sure you can build around a Luka Austin Reaves backcourt the way the league is with the speed and the dynamics of defense and three-point shooting. That's not a good recipe for winning. Just my opinion, but I just wouldn't.
I like him, man. I like them together, honestly. I think those are two good players you can build around, honestly. Like, I mean, he's not Kyrie, but he does the scoring in that type of sense. He's a bigger guard. Defensively, I don't think he's he's not a great defender, but I don't think he's a liability.
I don't think he's any worse than Kyrie Irving is.
That's what I'm saying. So, like,
Dallas went to the finals with that.
that's what I'm saying. So if you keep those two talented
But then
backcourt,
what pieces can you put around them?
you got to
That's the
find
question.
is shooting, and you find again. I mean, if
You
LeBron
got
is
to
if
draft
LeBron is
well.
done playing after this year, how much money comes off the Bucks?
That's 50 million.
But then you
60
add,
million.
You add that again.
Yeah, you add some. Austin will get but there's still some money that you know what I'm saying. And I'm not trying to retire Braun right now, but at some point he's gonna retire.
Yeah.
There's gonna be some money. Oh, so you can have those two guys and another third guy as the cap's going up that you can kind of get some money to, and that's those two guys and a big, not necessarily, but you could either find in a draft or find somebody else free agency that's a big like that. That can be another cornerstone, and then you surround those guys with shooters. Like I'm saying, 3-and-D guys if you can, and that's definitely a formula for winning.
Yeah, I don't know. I think
They just don't have a lot of draft capital to build in the
I don't really know the path outside of signings to balance out the roster because, like you said, they don't have a lot of pieces in terms of draft picks or young guys that you could be like, oh, internally we're going to improve. So
I like the rookie they got though. I like the rookie.
Yeah, he could play.
For
And
who?
Just Lakers.
Oh, okay.
I think it's Thero.
I just don't.
Thero.
I think Austin has proven that he's deserving of 40-something million a year in terms of salary, right?
sure.
I don't know that. I'm sure there'll be some wiggle room.
I still want to see what he does in the playoffs this year, though.
His absolute max. I don't know that they will necessarily have to do that because it's not like he could leave and get that somewhere else. So I think they'll be able to play within that.
You can get like 200.
Yeah.
You can save like 40. They could save like 40.
Yeah. So
You can give like 5 years, 200, right?
we'll see. To me, it's just about a team dynamic. I remember Bron's first year in LA, and it was the constant. Remember they were trying to get AD.
I need to be a GM in this thing.
And the AD thing didn't end up happening until
Tell Boston, they might be hiring, bro.
until the offseason. But I remember distinctly Brandon Ingram playing 3 times, 4 times better after the trade deadline that season because he was no longer obviously worried about being shipped to New Orleans, right? I think this kind of stuff affects people on your team.
So this was a big debate on
your
another
new
podcast.
teammate
They were saying, would
is
you
just
want to
like,
know?
Get him out of here.
That's kind of the way he's not saying get him out.
His agent
He's
is
talking about. He's not saying get him out of. He's just he's prefacing like an example or an idea of you being in a trade. I'm not saying get Austin out of here.
Okay.
But
that's all I'm talking
again,
about.
That was loud and clear to me.
So, so
I
the
don't know
question.
how else to put it. I don't know how else you want to put it.
So the question is, like, if trade scenarios, they had this argument on another pod that I saw. Like, would you want to know before it happening, or you just want it to just happen? Like, we'd rather it happen out of the blue.
What, a trade?
Yeah, like if you were in a trade.
I think it depends on the stature of the player.
Yeah, I think so too.
I mean, so you say you're they're looking at shot.
know.
Would you want to know like a couple weeks beforehand, or are you just okay with not knowing at all and just being like,
well, I would want to know if I'm on the trading block.
Yeah.
If I'm a key piece, of course. I mean, people don't understand what goes into getting traded. I never had to experience that, and we talked about this on one of the episodes. When you get traded in the middle of a season, I never had to experience that, and so I would want to know.
yeah, absolutely, same. And I've been through trades, mostly off season, one during the midseason.
So like I said, we'll see what comes of that. Another team who's been floated in terms of being interested in John Morant potentially is the Timberwolves.
I like that, but I don't know.
Would you trade AR for John Morant?
Austin Reaves?
Yeah.
No.
I wouldn't.
So, who?
He's just too redundant with Luka. He doesn't shoot it at all.
So you value Austin Reaves over John Morant?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luka?
Yeah, absolutely.
He shoots the three a lot better.
He's not
Bigger-
as effective as Austin without the ball.
Bigger
He's just
guard, get to the free throw line better.
And as much as people talk about Austin Reeves' defense, John's worse. He's way worse. He doesn't even get in a defensive stance, bro.
He's
Like-
not motivated right now in Memphis.
We'll see.
Maybe not, but Austin right now I think is a better. He's more valued for sure.
So there's even more trade news out there. Jake Fisher of Yahoo Sports said they are keeping an eye. Oh, excuse me. Jake Fisher of Yahoo Sports said the Lakers are keeping an eye on the Jonathan Kuminga situation in Golden State.
Who they got? Like what
I don't know.
assets? Rui? The same package they talking about for Dylan Brooks.
Also,
The Rui, Gabe Vincent, Vando.
guys,
Is Golden State gonna want to take that?
Throw all of that in there.
guys.
Golden State gonna want that? Golden State ain't taking
Well,
that.
they'll take
With the
some
pick?
guys, they'll take somebody
need
that
something.
can be in rotation.
My thing is Kuminga.
Those got like so. Vando, Gabe, Rui, and it was gonna
They
be
gonna
in
play.
rotation.
They gonna play in
Rui would definitely play in
Rui
Golden
gonna play.
State.
Gabe gonna play because he can shoot.
Yeah,
They just
definitely-
don't like.
Rui-
They don't like Kuminga.
I don't think Vando and Gabe maybe, but this is a smaller guard. Like I don't see them being intricate pieces.
Yeah,
You know
I
what
don't
I'm saying?
know
They're gonna be
what the
saying
Lakers
Buddy
would
Buddy
give
Hield's
up for this. I
Buddy
don't
is
know how to
barely
get
playing
this
over there.
done.
Buddy Hield's like a piece over there. It's similar to those guys. He's not playing.
I don't know how the Lakers get this deal done.
Pajemski's
But
barely playing. Like he's playing off the bench.
at the
A
same
lot of them in
time,
the doghouse though.
the Warriors, like, how can you expect somebody to give you something of value when you basically let the entire
Yeah.
league know you don't value this dude?
Yeah.
That's what I don't like.
Yeah.
These teams. This is what the problem with the league is right now. These owners and GMs are doing such a bad job devaluing their best assets.
I think it's also because the GMs and the coaches are on different pages.
Yeah.
Like why would I want to put it out there that Ja Morant is on? We're taking offers.
Yeah.
Why do I want to do that about Trae Young? Like you devalued him, so now everybody think they can fleece you, or I like to call it the Danny Ainge you, or whatever they want to call it. Like,
Bruh. But again, I think a lot of the issues stem from. Listen, ask what your head coach is like. If he's not this type of player, like when you're going through the draft process, if he don't like Kuminga, whatever it is, his IQ, whatever, make sure we know that. It's like, all right, well, we got to draft somebody different.
It happens all
because we're not going
the
to draft
time.
a guy that we like a lot that you're not going to play. Like he has high
act
value.
Like you like him a lot though.
Calvin Booth and Mike Malone didn't speak to each other for over a year
Damn, that's the
because Mike Malone refused to play the young guys that Calvin Booth drafted. I think Steve and Golden State management are just you know, if you the one that saw potential in the guy and you went out and drafted him, it's natural that you're gonna want to see that flourish because you feel an attachment to the
it's just
decision, your belief,
decision. Yeah.
right? Where Steve Kerr is trying to win games on a night-to-night basis, he's like, yeah, but this dude can't execute our vision for how we win basketball games. And so Kuminga, to me, the problem with him and Golden State is like a kind of misalignment where Kuminga thinks he's a potential star, and Golden State's like, no, you're not. Be a great role player.
Yeah.
And he's just bucked up against that.
Yeah.
And is he going to be happier in L.A.? I mean, I'm sure he'll like the city of L.A. a lot more
He'll
than
be
San
happier
Francisco.
wherever he can get minutes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair.
You know what I'm saying?
And they need some young, athletic, like you said, wings to hoop, like to keep up with the rest of the league. They need somebody, some youth out there.
All right, let's move on to a really cool story. D. Rose getting his flowers. He's going to have his jersey retired this month. And in honor of that, let's listen to this Derrick Rose clip about playing the NBA champion Celtics squad. Who's retiring his jersey?
Bulls.
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean,
the
I
Bulls
don't see
are-
nobody
wow.
else. I couldn't see nobody else doing it.
When Rondo was pressuring the shit out of me, and like you got 3 Hall of Famers telling him and everybody being on the same accord, and they trying to scare you with their voice. Hey, we over here, send them over here. Just talking. But for a rook that can intimidate you, you feel what I'm saying? But for me, I'm laughing at it. I want you to see I'm laughing at it so
built
that
for
you
that
see
shit.
that intimidation is not shaking me, bro. Try something else. You really gonna have to foul me. You gonna really have to like physically do something to me, but in order for me to stop going.
What do you remember about that Derrick Rose series, bro?
Man, when I tell you, I think he was like, was he in his second year or a rookie?
It might
I
have been
think it
year
was-
2.
Year 2?
Rondo was a
We
rookie,
played
right?
them.
Was Rondo a rookie? Was he 1 year
No,
behind?
Rondo wasn't a rookie.
No, okay. So Rondo's second year, he was a rookie, I think.
No.
Are they the same class?
No.
Okay.
Rondo's older than him.
Yeah, Rondo's
I
got 1
think
year on him.
Rondo was like in his 3rd or 4th year when Rose came in. But what I remember from that series, I was just like, and there was only one other rookie I felt like that when we played against him in that era, that he just was unfazed by the moments because this was playoffs, and like he said, we was talking or we was intimidating because we gonna be talking, send him this way. Our defense was so intimidating, just how loud we was, and it just seemed how unfazed he was. And then this is Rondo. Rondo had built up some equity.
Yeah.
You know, he
Especially
at
as
this
a
point,
defender.
As a
yeah.
as a defender and as a champion at the point guard, to where it's like you ain't about to just be going at Rondo like that. And for them to go back and forth the way they was, I was like, man, I ain't seen nobody really go at Rondo like this. Like, and to be a young guard in his second season too. The only other guard I seen was like Kyrie did that, but it wasn't the playoffs because Kyrie came into Boston and beat us on a bad Cleveland team.
Oh, word?
Yeah, as a rookie, I was like, who is this kid? He was unwavered about like us, our traps, our schemes, and all that. But Derrick Rose is special, and he's so deserving of his jersey getting retired. I mean, he's one of the biggest what if stories. You know, because a guy who was the youngest MVP of the league. I mean, I think he was still in his rookie contract when he won his MVP, and who knows his trajectory if he doesn't get hurt. Because up until that point, we haven't seen a guy in my generation do what he did could you imagine you making $2 million a year, you're the MVP, and that's the reason we have the rules, the way the collective bargaining agreement changed to where
He changed the rules.
He changed the rules because of how great he was, and so
Him and Blake.
you know, my hat's off to him. Eventually, they might need to put a statue of him out there. I mean, can you understand the immense pressure you have from being not only the number 1 pick to Chicago, but being from Chicago?
Yeah, that's huge.
Like the pressures of that alone, and carrying a Bulls team this close to a title, like having to go through Celtics, having to go through LeBron. I mean, it was rough for him.
He was the youngest MVP ever, right?
Yeah,
That still stands.
And so
Yeah, I think
my hat's off to D.
I think some people that don't understand Derrick Rose's impact might be like, why would the Bulls be retiring his jersey and win a championship? You know, career got kind of derailed by injuries and stuff like that. But if you talk to people who are from the city of Chicago. Basically, this guy's name had been buzzing since he was in like 9th grade. And his high school games were legendary. Like, people were so amazed by what he was doing. Like, he captured the imagination of the whole city as a high school player, right? Like, legendary high school run. So when the Bulls get the first pick and Derrick Rose comes, and not only like is he the hometown hero and he's got all this potential, he's fucking delivering on it. You know, 2 straight 60+ win seasons. They go to the conference finals. That MVP year, end up losing to the Heatles. And then the second year, they win another 60 games again. And they're basically ready to take on the Heat again. And then he hurt himself against Philly. But, like, if people, you just kind of had to be there when Derrick Rose was doing what he was doing in Chicago. And I do think he deserves to have his jersey retired because he's just one of the most special players in the franchise's history.
Absolutely. Couldn't say it any better, but I can give you he's definitely one of the top 5 hardest guys I've had to guard. I always put him like early years, and I've listed him as 6'4", but people don't realize like he just seems small because he was running like he's like a little running back,
Really low to the ground.
To the ground. And I'm trying to chase this motherfucker. He's fast as shit, and he's running around Booze, Joe Kim setting these screens, and out of nowhere he's jumping up with the trees. I'm like, oh shit! Like, did he just jump over to Timmy? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's crazy.
It's a little guard just like a running. I'm like guard is trying to keep up. And I'm like, oh, then he just goes baseline. He at the top of the square, 2 hands. I'm like, oh shit, this is different.
No.
So seeing him do that and try to guard him, I was like, nah, bro. Like, we gotta send a lot of help. We gotta figure out. And he was, I guess, the reason why he's one of the top 5 hardest people I've had to play against or guard. And then once he developed the floater and the mid range, and because obviously he was fast and athletic, but once he developed the jumper and that he had that his floater from deep too, he was damn near unstoppable, bro. But they were a good team. Got to give a lot of credit to Booze, Joe Kim. Like, they had a lot of guys that set screens, played their roles well, but he led the team. He was doing all that shit, above the rim, rocking the cradle, all type of crazy shit on the break. And he's 6'4", but he just seemed like a smaller dude, like how Ja is, and just explosive. Right. Like, oh shit, where the fuck that come from?
Yeah, shouts to Derrick Rose and shouts to the Bulls fans. I know that'll be a great night for the fans in the building when they, retire D Rose's jersey. All right, let's get into foul or no foul here, guys. Dillon Brooks again always seems to be in the middle of some kind of controversy. He airballed what would have been a game-winning three-pointer in the Suns game against the Heat last night, and instead got a flagrant foul for pulling Andrew Wiggins to the ground. The Heat were going to win the game. Thoughts on this flagrant foul by Dillon Brooks? Was he doing too much?
So he thought he got fouled. Oh, so... No, so...
Nobody fouled you.
Oh, wow. They called the flagrant on that? Wiggs sold it too. Everybody's selling it right now. What's going on?
He sold it.
That's a flagrant? Just a little arm grab?
He sold it, but like,
he
why?
grabbed the arm down a little bit.
What?
He's trying to sell the call.
Damn, that's when you know you bricked. You knew it was a brick. He was like, damn, I got to do something to just kind of see if I can get a bad call.
This was at least his 3rd airball 3 this game, by the way.
I mean, how many flagrants? Because you get suspended for a certain amount of flagrants. Then Rudy Gobert gets suspended for like having 6 flagrant fouls or something like that. You get 6 or some certain amount of points for flagrants, you get suspended. Rudy Gobert, I think, just got suspended recently for it.
Damn.
I don't know how many flagrants he's got.
Dillon Brooks might be getting into the Ron Artest zone with these fouls, yo.
Maybe, but I've seen Kobe smack. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen Kobe smack a motherfucker on the jumper. So like,
but Ron was doing shit like, remember when he elbowed James in the neck? Like Dillon Brooks is creeping into that zone right now with all of the extras that he's always doing, and I get it. It's part of his intimidation factor or whatever. It's a part of how he plays. He plays with an edge.
But today's world, man, they got cameras. They're gonna review this shit. Like, you can't do this no more.
Just take a shot, make it. Terrible reaction. But is this foul or no foul, Paul?
I think it's on
your fucking face, bro.
So who he is?
It's on brand.
It's on brand. Yeah, I mean, because he knew he missed the shot. So it's like, damn. I mean, I'm gonna go for like maybe the ref will give me a bad call.
Yeah.
I mean, it was right on brand for him though. He was like, you know,
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's a flagrant, man. I think it's it's an offensive
but
foul.
he has to
Sure.
be careful though. This is the thing, because say he missed a shot, his team gets the offensive rebound, and you got that flagrant.
Yeah.
Now you take him and give him no shot at winning.
Facts.
He's again. I said the line that we talked about, that you're now teetering with that line of costing your team.
He's
games.
going over it.
Yeah.
Like
He's
in
usually
the
right
fourth
on the
quarter,
border.
like you don't want to cost your team games. Putting yourself, let's say, the chest bump to LeBron, like now it gives him free throw. Like you don't want to be ejected out of the game, cost yourself, or at the deciding calls at the end of the game, putting yourself in those positions. Like, all right, beginning of the game, first half, maybe even third quarter. If you
Right. Exactly.
fourth quarter, end of the game, like be on your P's and Q's. Don't cost yourself money or your team the game.
Yeah, to me that's why it's a foul, because it's not like time and situation, man.
Yeah.
Like there's a time and place for some of these antics. In the biggest, clutchest moments, it's just not. Keep your head in the game. So Scottie Barnes got a tech on Monday night, and I want you guys to say foul or no foul. Did he earn this tech right here? Wait,
What did he say? Oh,
Look.
she ain't like that. She ain't like that.
That was childish. That was
mean-
childish. He was basically like, "Durr, durr, durr."
Yeah.
Something fourth graders do.
Yeah, I mean, I know with a lot of kids watching, like there's a sportsmanship thing that they got to make sure things clean, but I've
Usually
seen
the ref has to keep their composure. there?
yeah, like we've seen so much worse happen. Like a lot of different stars have talked to them in different ways, and the game is not like it's an emotional game. Guys gonna show some passion. They're gonna get upset. You know, you can't be that sensitive when you're a referee. You gotta have very tough skin as a referee.
Paul, are you cool with the mocking of the ref?
Yeah, I'm cool with that. I don't think that's a foul. No, because I come from a different era.
Yeah.
Like the ref, we used to talk shit to the ref, but the ref might talk shit back to you. They might be like, make the goddamn shot. Or something. I swear to God, the refs had way more gangster in them than I played.
Yeah.
They'll look at you crazy, like you look at them crazy. They'll look at you crazy, like right back.
You ain't doing shit. You ain't doing shit for me giving you no call. You don't earn this.
They might say you missed the last 5 shots. You run down court, the ref will talk back to you, dog.
Yeah.
Like these refs don't got no sense of humor sometimes.
Also, yeah, that's true. But also, to me, I think why the league, there's an optics issue.
Yeah, it's not like the
Where you're
sportsmanship
yelling
thing.
at a woman, you know what I mean?
It doesn't matter who it is. Like if you do certain
I think it does,
waves,
though.
the clap, like they're doing certain shit because the kids are watching. They don't want you bouncing the ball or clapping at refs or throwing a punch, like an air punch. There's certain things that like certain tactics. They're just like, oh, we're cleaning that up because we don't want kids
Man,
At
operating
least she
out.
ain't kick him out the game. It's just a tech.
I wish we had some video or some just.
Yeah, because this ain't a tech. Like this to
some
me ain't a tech. When motherfuckers do this,
microphones
like
of
Yeah, when you wave somebody
man,
off,
get the
just
fuck
dismiss
out of
it.
here. Yeah, like that's not a tech.
That's not
to
a
me.
tech.
I mean, you would get you used to could dunk on somebody and look them in the eye. You can't even do that no
Nah,
more.
they call it for taunting and shit.
Taunting, That's
Yeah.
crazy.
We got to keep that kind of stuff in the game. Yeah, I think there's no foul here, but guys just having a little fun.
Gender shouldn't matter. It's not equality one.
And listen, I'm talking about how it looks.
Yeah.
Like some people might not understand the context, but
Yeah,
they just
yeah, the look-
they're just
the look
looking
of it,
at
yeah.
this 6'8" dude, diesel as hell, just yelling at a chick.
And that's why it shouldn't be her decision. Like one of the other referees be the deciding factor.
I mean, like, yo, yeah, you're doing too much,
yeah,
Scottie.
Yeah,
you know?
listen, Scottie. Like let one of the men call the tech. All right.
All right, so we want to end the show with some struggle, cause Giannis
Yeah, this is crazy.
came out.
Crazy enough. I don't know if you talked to the homie at the gate. He let me in through the gate. He was like, "Yo, we got to free Giannis, bro."
Damn.
Dead ass. He was like, "Yo, they lost to the Minnesota by
No,
like."
but he said he could never request a trade out of Minnesota.
he said, "Yo, Milwaukee just lost to fucking Minnesota by like 30 with no ant.
with no ant.
Free Giannis, my man. This shit is crazy."
No ant.
Ant Edwards did not play. How can the
I said,
Bucks
wait,
turn
what?
this
I said, Ant didn't
around?
play? I said, I thought Ant played. He said, no,
How did the
Ant,
Bucks
bro.
turn this around and salvage the season? They booed at home by their own fans.
I've gotten booed at home by my own fans. I played in Philly, so it happens. Yeah, it's not Philly, but
Buck fans booed the team when they were
You're
down.
down 30. Yes, we're booing that.
Giannis like, boo, I'm with y'all.
Oh my God!
he's saying, boo,
Giannis,
fuck
I
y'all.
know
Don't boo
what
us. He's like,
Giannis-
how dare y'all boo us? Look at Thanasis over there, boy.
Oh my goodness!
Thanasis is hyped over there.
Giannis,
Damn.
Yeah.
you're down 30.
Booty's nuts is what
and
he's
you're
saying.
yelling at your own fans to because they're booing your
This is not gonna end
garbage
well.
play.
This is not going to end well.
It's not him, though. Is
The
it him?
team, they're yelling
I
at
know.
the team. Your
But he's like,
team's
yo, I'm still
garbage.
here. Don't be disrespectful, bro. I want y'all a chip. Don't fucking boo me.
Man,
You know
what
what I'm
have
saying?
you done for me lately?
Yo.
What have you done for me lately?
Not even a minute into the second half.
And they're down 30.
It happens, bro. Some nights happen, bro.
I mean, I guess you got to feel like if you got a player like Giannis, the caliber of Giannis, that should never happen.
That shouldn't happen.
I don't think so.
I
Bruh,
don't think
every
so.
superstar is lost by 30. Everybody's lost. If you play in this league long enough,
At
you
the
lost by
peak of
30
their
or 40.
powers?
Yes. Everybody's lost by 30. I don't give a LeBron. I don't give a Luke.
I get it,
Paul
bruh.
Pierce, you've lost by 30
But
at one point in
this
your
is
career.
a pattern of the season, right? It's not just a one-off.
Yeah,
this
that's
is
what I'm
turning
saying,
into
yeah.
a disastrous
It's
season.
not only because they're. It's
Yes,
not
so
that they're down
they're
30.
losing games, but not every game is 30, though.
Sure, but you want to see some fight, man.
It's not.
They
that
don't
they-
have the
I
roster.
don't think it's that they're down 30. It's that they're down 30 and they have a losing record.
You shouldn't be down
Like
30 to this
if you're a winning team and you lose, have a game like this,
Okay,
I get
I agree. No Ant, Minnesota. You shouldn't.
No Ant? That's
I've-
boo.
I've
Boo
seen.
material.
We saw.
Down
we saw,
30 at
we saw
halftime.
Charlotte lose to fuck. I mean, OKC lose to Charlotte by 30.
But they have the best record in the league, and they're the defending champs.
Yeah.
Like
All valid
that's
points.
a smudge in the.
All valid
that's a
And
points.
then
glitch in the
Giannis
matrix.
mocking the face. It's like, Giannis, you're part of this.
Yeah, come on.
You're part of this. You got to wear this, brother.
Yeah, rightfully so. They deserve to be booed.
Man,
They
that's
deserved
rude.
it, bro.
they deserve that.
They deserved it. It's just, I don't know. This Milwaukee thing, they're, by the way, if I told y'all, if Giannis doesn't play hardball, they're not going to trade this dude.
Oh, absolutely not. I wouldn't. I mean,
Why would I trade you?
you.
Can they turn it around?
No.
No, not with this. Not as control.
They gotta do a lot of. There's got to be a lot of turning, bro. They
At
gotta.
a certain point, you got to turn the chapter, bro. Move into the
It's
next
gonna.
chapter.
It's
of the
hard to
Bucks
get free agents to come
organization.
to Milwaukee, but they got to. They got to find to get. I don't know how much draft capital they have.
No picks.
They got to find ways. They got to trade damn near everybody.
They got to get
except for
picks and
Giannis.
redoing this roster.
You got to trade Miles. You got to trade Bobby Portis. You got to trade whoever else that you got some money
Get
on
some
there to
young
try to get
guys
some draft
On
capital.
ownership, I'm looking on how I can sell the team. I mean, they're in a bad spot because you just
The only way
fired
they start
out.
over is trading Giannis. Honestly,
Yeah, but then
they got to trade everybody, but they got to trade Giannis. Like that's the only way they can start over.
because
So
this
there is no
rebuild
turning.
gonna take a while.
There's no turning this
This
iteration of the
rebuild
Bucks.
is gonna take a while.
Yeah,
It's going to take a very
This
long
is a good time to sell.
the Giannis iteration, they can't turn that around. The only way to turn the Bucks organization around is they trade everybody, and that's including Giannis.
Sad days in Milwaukee.
But they could turn around quicker if they trade, like I said, if
I
they
think
trade
it's
Giannis.
just they just got to rip the Band-Aid off. Like, the Dame thing didn't end up working out. I thought that stretching Dame's contract just seemed like such a desperation.
Oh my
move
God, I forgot about that.
To keep $20 million of dead money
was
on
so
your
bad.
books for the next
Dead
4 or
It
5
was so
years.
bad.
Every year.
Forgot about that.
Yeah,
And I love Miles Turner, okay?
It's time to sell.
I think he's a good player, but I like this move was never gonna take y'all into something special.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, the future is looking pretty bleak right now. I think again, it's just rip the Band-Aid off,
Right.
and
Yeah.
put us out of our misery.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. I mean, that's, the Miles Turner you got booed in Indiana. Yeah,
you know.
it's time for him to move.
All right, guys.
Time for everybody to move. Honestly,
We're moving on. That's our show for today. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the show, hit the like button, and hit that notification bell so that you're notified every time we drop a brand new episode. If you're listening on audio, whether that be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, you name it, leave us a review, give us 5 stars. It really helps us with the algorithm. We'll see you guys next time. Peace out.
Peace out.
This has been a Playmaker production.